Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in. Uh, Today, we want to talk about news came out today that rapper Rich Homie Quan was found dead today at his home in Atlanta. Now, he was only 34 years old. I know as a kid, you think 34 years old, as a kid, we always say, oh, you old. You tell your parents, oh, mama and daddy, y'all old. Y'all 34, 40, this, that, and the third. But once you pass certain ages, now I'm few years off of 50. So at 30, when I see something like this and see that this young man died at 34 years old, I try to think about where I was at 34. Now, this man had success, put out songs. And heck, I jammed a lot of the times like that song Flex. It's one of my favorite songs. I put that song on the truck or put it on in my headphones when I'm working. It's a jam, you know what I'm saying? But hard to believe it's been that long since he put those songs out. I mean, hold on, let's read this article right quick. This is from AOL.com by way of the Independent. And it reads, Rich Homie Quan, death, Rich gang rapper dies aged 34 at home in Atlanta. Atlanta rapper Rich Homie Quan, who collaborated with Young Thug, remember Young Thug has been in the trial for like the last 20 years, as Rich Gang has died, according to reports. He was 34. He began his career in 2011 and first found mainstream success with his 2013 hit Type of Way. According to TMZ, his death was confirmed by a representative from Fulton County Morgue. His family has said that they are shattered and heartbroken. The cause of death has yet to be disclosed. Now, there are rumors that he may have probably died of an overdose because he wasn't like a out of shape looking dude, fat dude, or whatever. He just like, a slim guy. And so usually folks like that, it's something like a lot of times someone that looks like that or that body type, a lot of times it's an overdose. But hey, that's just speculation. Quan was born to Quantez Lamar in Atlanta, Georgia on October 1989. Wow, that dude was like 4 years younger than my sister. He attended Roland McNair Senior in high school, and as a young man aspired to become a professional baseball player. His ability as a center fielder and leadoff hitter earned him a scholarship to Fort Valley State University, but he dropped out 2 weeks later due to the expenses of tuition. So that's a message to all you kids who think you can play sports and think you can get the full ride. A lot of times you can be a good player and you only get partial scholarships, which is why you need to make sure you buckle down on the educational part, on the academic part, and get them A's and them B's, or get them A's. Hell, just stop bullcorning, get them A's, pass that SAT test or the ACT test, get high grades on that, do like community services, join organizations and stuff because things like that will help you get more scholarship money. And that's especially when it comes to like female sports, because women's sports, they give you scholarships, but a lot of times it's not a full 4 years, it's not a full ride. It's a partial. So then you have to get like an academic and an athletic scholarship at the same time in order to, pay for, to help have schooling paid for. And schooling nowadays is a lot of, it's expensive. It's real expensive, and it's hard for these people to get, what I'm saying, for these parents to pay for these kids' education. So you didn't mess around to get these student loans. And I'm gonna be one to tell you as a prime example, do not get student loans because them things add up quick. The interest rate is ridiculous and it will eat you alive if you don't know how to pay it back. Lamar later worked at an airport, but after losing his job, he got involved in burglaries and went on to spend 15 months in jail. Amazing. After leaving incarceration, Lamar threw himself into music. His 2013 single, Type of Way, brought him to mainstream attention, and he had another hit with Flex, Ooh Ooh Ooh, in 2015. Like I said, that song is like 9 years old. My gosh, the time go by fast. The older you get, the faster time goes by. By then, he had also teamed up with Cash Money Records, founded Birdman and fellow rapper Young Thug as Rich Gang, and they had a hit of their own with the 2014 Lifestyle. In November 2016, Lamar sued his former label, think it's a game for $2 million over alleged unpaid royalties. They countersued him for breach of contract, and both suits were eventually settled out of court. In 2018, Lamar released his debut solo album, Rich As in Spirit. And let's see, I think he had like 4 sons. 34 years old, young guy, tragically gone too soon. Cause I sit here and think, like, say, where was I at 34, which was, what is that, about 13 years ago? Shoot, I was, low. I think I was working in a hospital making $12 an hour, trying to get through school. Probably taking prereq classes or classes to get into the program and this, that, and the third. So I was trying to grind. I was hustling. I was struggling. But this guy at 34 had made hits, made a lot of money, probably was still performing, probably still getting royalty checks from his songs. So, but the problem is, in this lifestyle with these youngins, man, they live fast, they live hard, and there's really no one to guide them. You know, back in the day, you had OGs out there on the streets that could tell you, give you advice as a youngin', like, man, look, don't do this, don't do that. Focus on your career, focus on your money, get your money. Don't chase women, chase the money. You chase, you chase women, you lose money. But if you chase money, you won't lose women. You know what I'm saying? Don't do drugs because, that's like chasing women. Don't do drugs, don't do alcohol, stay sober, get your paper, find ways to enjoy your life without doing things that's detrimental to you. But you have the music that's been out for years now to where they promote this drug use and this alcoholism. All your famous rappers and your singers, they come out with liquor. Stuff that's bad for your health, especially if you out there trying to get drunk, passed out, throwing up, that kind of crap. I used to drink back in the day. Wasn't a heavy drinker, but I drank sometime, and every now and then I might have overdrank and, nauseated, going to the toilet, trying to throw it up. It happened maybe a couple of times in my life, but as a heavy drinker, no. I've been in the medical field too long. Smoker, no. Popping pills, no. I've had friends or ex-friends who have died, who OD'd on like fentanyl in hospitals and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nurses and things like that. Know people who done, know what I'm saying, did the little nose candy and, like say, smoking and drinking and all that kind of stuff. I see it, and it's not a good look, man. It's like, I don't know, people do that kind of stuff when they have problems, when they feel their life ain't right. They do it to like self-medication. But really, it's just a promotion of a quicker death. Because what people not seeing, not understanding is, man, it's a lot of cats in hip hop who are dying. And I'm only going to use hip hop because in the real world, it's even worse. But a lot of cats in hip hop are dying and nobody is really paying attention to why they're dying. But if you go to, I went to the XXL magazine webpage, and it talks about the rappers that we lost in 2024, just this year. And I scrolled down and just check this out. First was the rapper Boss. Now, she was born in 69, so she wasn't even 50, wasn't even 60 yet. But she died of kidney failure. Say she'd been battling kidney failure or renal disease since 2011. Now, in my profession, in dialysis, this is what I deal with. People come in because their kidneys are shot to hell. The majority of them are there because of lifestyle. Drinking a lot, partying hard, drinking hard, and kidneys have failed. Also, but also what people don't realize too is you can get kidney failure and it ain't got nothing to do with alcohol. So you got to understand, like, high blood pressure, diabetes. Those two things, destroys your organs. Over time, slowly but surely, start to destroy your organs, and your organs start to fail. And one of the first one that's going to go is them kidneys. And you're not peeing enough, or you're not peeing right, or you're not getting rid of all the toxins in your body. You're not understanding. This is what the folks that I'm seeing when they like in their 20s, in 30s and 40s, and they got kidney failure because of, like I say, the way you eat. Not like I say, it ain't just drinking and smoking and drugs. It's your diet and your physical activity. These are things that I'm learning, that I have learned over the years, which has caused me to change my diet, to change my activity, this and the third. Stop drinking. Even if I drink just a little bit, I don't even do it. Now, maybe one day if I celebrate something super duper major, who knows? Maybe I'll play the lottery and win like $1 billion. Then I might go ahead and get me a nice little drink. But other than that, no, I don't indulge in that stuff. Don't indulge in coffee, a lot of sugar, all that kind of stuff. You kill all that because it destroys your body. It destroys your organs. Your body is one big organism. You understand? You got all these organs that work together, all these parts that work together, but it's one body. And it all works together. Nothing works separately by itself. Nothing is just sitting out there doing something and saying, don't y'all worry about it, I'm over here or whatever. Nothing does it in your body. Everything works together. So if you eat something, drink something, smoke something, ingest something, and it goes into your intestines and then to your stomach and then out your bowels, boom. Everything, whatever's in there, it's going to your bloodstream, which goes to every part of your body, every organ. It gets into the oxygen, every organ, every part of your body, lungs and all that kind of stuff. So it affects everything from your head to your toes. Like get people amputations, people go blind, start losing your hair, start losing your mind. It all plays a part. Everything, like I say, your body, everything works together. So everything you take in, everything you put out. Period. So yeah, like I say, I deal with kidney failure. And it said she's been suffering since 2011, looking for a new kidney. It says she suffered from a stroke in 2017. Now, a lot of times they never talk about why this happens to them, but I just broke it down to you why this happened to them, why this happens to people. Mr. C, he was born in 66, a little old. He was 57. How old was the boss? Did they say how old she was? She was age 54. Mr. C was 57. Well, he died diabetes-related coronary artery and kidney disease. It's all related. Eventually, no matter what. Rico Wade, heart failure. That dude was 52. Everybody know Rico Wade from the Dungeon family. Man, put out hella hits. I grew up on them. all that music, Organized Noise, Goody Mob, Outkast. Come on, man. I grew up on that. Let's see. He was like one of the founder members of Brother Marquis of Two Live Crew. Heart Attack. Enchanting. She was she was a former artist under Gucci Mane's record label. Right here it says cause of death unknown, but it came out that she died of an overdose. Now, you know what I'm saying? Them drugs are hard. You know what overdose means? That stuff, your heart can't take it. And it blows it out, or the heart just quits. Said, I'm done. I can't do it no more. Works too hard and your heart shuts down. That's what an overdose is. Fulio homicide. Okay. Yeah. DJ Paulo, it says unknown. Chino XL, unknown. Beat King, pulmonary embolism. Everybody in Houston know about Beat King. I seen him do interviews with Willie D on his platform. Say died of pulmonary embolism. You know what causes pulmonary? Hold on. Because we're going to go to Fat Man Scoop. They say unknown. But he passed out on stage. Overweight, probably heart failure. That's what I'm going to think. What's the other one? Was it Big Mo? Was it Big Mo? There's another Houston rapper that died, fell out on stage a couple of months back. Overweight on that stage. That stuff, man, that weight, that diet, your lifestyle, it's hard on your heart. Now, your heart, the way it's created is when you exert energy, it's going to be harder to get that blood everywhere to hurt and get that blood flowing. You know what I'm saying? To match your energy. As long as you're eating right, drinking right, getting outside, the heart is doing what it's supposed to do. 9 times out of 10, no problem. But when you add bad diet, when you add the processed foods, the red meat, the fried foods, the Kool-Aid, the coffee with 10 packs of sugar, the artificial sweeteners, what else? All the candy, the chips, the bread. You add all that processed, everything's in a bag. You add all that to your diet, to your body. In at first, the sodas. My God, how much sugar's in the soda. The energy drinks. You add all that stuff to your diet, your body has to pump harder to get it through your system because the majority of stuff in that food your body cannot use. So it's working, and getting no nutrients out of it. So you're not giving the body anything as an exchange. You're putting it in your body. It feels good. It tastes good, but it's not doing anything to help you 99% of the time. So it kicks it out and it's like, wait a minute, I'm missing something. Feels like I ate something. It feels like I took something, but there's like no nutrients helping my blood keep the consistency that it should have so it can thicken or it can thin too much. But whatever, the heart is pumping too hard. And now you're having, you ain't got heart disease. The arteries are clotting and clogging up. And so the heart has to pump harder. When your heart has to pump real hard, here's what you got to understand. When you eat and you get sleepy, that's a natural occurrence for a lot of people. If you just sit on the couch doing nothing, because it's what they call the itis, but it's actually your body doing what it's supposed to do, right? So when you're eating, food it's an exercise for your intestines. Okay. So while you're eating, going through your intestines, going to your stomach, your bile ducts, all that kind of stuff going out, it's an exercise for your body. So your heart is working to work that food through your body. Now, if you're eating fatty foods, big foods, stuff that you can't really, it's hard to digest, your heart has to work that much. Well, your intestines and your bowels and your stomach has to work that much harder to get it through the system. All the while, normally, it's getting it through the system, putting the nutrients and the minerals and the vitamins and stuff in your bloodstream and kicking the rest of it out. No problems. But when you add in this poison to it, it's making your body work a lot harder. And what happens to your body when it has to work harder? Your heart pumps harder, but what it's doing is it's saying, oh, you got a lot of work to do here in this gut. Let's get that blood and that oxygen, the majority of it, to that part of the body, which is right there in your intestines, right here in the middle. In your abdominal area, your organs, whatever's in your abdominal area, which causes, like I say, which takes away blood from your extremities, including your brain. Now, your brain's gonna be one of the last things to go, but everything's gonna go here, which causes your body to get tired. You're losing oxygen in the rest of your body, and now it's time to go to sleep, because what it's doing is it's putting the rest of your body to sleep. It causes everything else to relax so that your stomach can work and do what it has to do, because you're not doing anything to get the blood going to the rest of the body. And that's what, like I said, and that's why a lot of times you get that itis. Mercy, itis. Wasn't really trying to get into no medical no medical video here. This was actually going to be a short video about the brother losing his life. But like I said, you got these dudes that are passing out on stage. You got these guys that are overdosing. You're poisoning your body. You're working against your body. Nowadays, it's a lot less nutrition, a lot less ways to fight off diseases and problems, like I said, with the food that's out there, because it's just processed and a bunch of chemicals. So you got a bunch of people that's dying at a young age. There's too many cats dying like in 30s and 40s, having heart attacks and embolism and stuff like that. Embolism can be caused by being overweight. Arteries clogging up, blood thickening. So then the blood gets real thick, gets stuck somewhere and gets real thick. So now it's like dried up. I see clotted blood all the time in dialysis in these chambers. When the blood's going through the machine and you got these 2 chambers and you want to keep the chambers up, filled to a certain level, and you want to keep it moving. Every time the machine stops and that blood stops, starts to thicken. It's, the machine keep the blood warm outside the body because that blood get cold, it gets thick, and you ain't trying to put that back in nobody's body, but that could be dangerous. That could be deadly. So you see these chambers, like I say, the blood is thickening up. And once you rinse the patient, once the patient is done, you rinse them back, and most of the time you still see, like I say, little traces of like blood stuck to the chambers. And a lot of times the machine will stop working toward the end of treatment because the blood has started coagulating in the chambers, which is why you give them different like saline, heparin and stuff during the treatment to help keep that from happening. But that's a whole nother long thing. But yeah, man, what did it say? Rico Wade, anybody else? Oh yeah, Fat Man Scoop died died on stage. But it's too many. It's too many brothers dying at a young age. And it's sad because you see this, but yet you see folks like the Rolling Stones, Kiss. Or hey, but you know what? You see your older, I'm not even gonna make it a racial thing, because shoot, you see people like Smokey Robinson, Diana Ross, Isley Brothers, them cats in their 70s, 80s and stuff, and still Frankie Beverly. They still, they older and up in age in their 70s and 80s, are still out there trying to get it on the mic. So it's not a race thing. I don't want to make that perfectly understood. It's a culture thing right now. It's a culture of self-destruction that's really being promoted nowadays in our society with the rap music. Back in the day, it wasn't cool to be a dope fiend. It was not. But then people talk about sipping lean. I tried that before. I'm not gonna lie. Years ago. But sipping lean. Well, you know what? I take that back. I think I was bamboozled. No, that's what it was about it. But then you kind of find out that it's like liquid heroin. Like, what the hell is that? But you see these rappers looking like dope fiends, sipping this stuff all the time. And then they passing out on stage, they dying, overdosing and stuff like that. Kidney disease. Hey, don't forget, what's his name? Lil Boosie got that kidney disease. I mean, shoot, it's popping pills. That's being promoted now. But like I say, back in the day, it wasn't cool to be a dope fiend. But now it's promoted to be a dope fiend. People talk about getting drunk all the time. But it's like, it's when people do something that's not normally promoted or normally looked up on as being positive. After a while, people do it so much, they be like, hell, I'm tired of hiding. Let me put it out there. So you'll see people put out their drug use, their alcohol use, their women putting out their promiscuity in the music because they don't want to hide, because they know they ain't the only one doing it. And then it's like, oh, you doing it? I can do it too. And then, because what it is water seeks its own level. Water seeks its own level. So if you somebody smoke, who smoke all the time, and then you smoke all the time, y'all probably gonna hang together. Somebody who love to sit around and drink beer all day, y'all probably hang together. Somebody who don't mind going to the club all the time, popping pills and tooting with their nose, probably gonna hang with them people. Water seeks its own level. But anywho, back to Rich Homie Quan. Like I say, 34 years old, man, that's too young. I mean, shoot, you think about, he made it 34. He made it past the ripe old age of 21. So you made money, you can get out the hood. Shoot, dude, you should be trying to live till you 74, 84. Shoot, that's what I'm trying to get to. 80s, 90s, and trying to get there in good health. Don't want to be up there in like bad health or this, that, and the third. But, and you know what? And yeah, you can die anytime. Anybody can die anytime. Yes, we know. That's what I was saying, because everybody gonna die. My thing is, I got children, and I need to make sure that they are taken care of if something happens to me. That's what I'm trying to get to. If it don't happen and something happened to me 5 minutes from now, then hey, I hate it. I'll be gone, so nothing I can do about it. But I tried, I saw the error in my ways and was like, well, shoot, let me fix this problem. Even with that being the case, I ain't trying to die too young. I'm trying to enjoy life. There's a lot of things in life I want to do, a lot of things I want to see. But like I tell people, if I die today, me not making it to Egypt or South Africa or Ethiopia or Kenya is not going to be what I'm going to be concerned about when I die. It's going to be the last thing on my mind I'm going to be worried about. You understand what I'm saying? But as a living human being, it's just hard to see somebody younger than me die. And that's how it is when you get older and you get, at the age of you start reevaluating life and understand what's really important. It's the generations behind you because you have created lives, you have lived your youth, and now it's time for you to become the teacher, the mentor for the youngins, and do enough to where when you get to a certain age, your life is taken care of, people can take care of you, and you don't be a burden on your youngins. That's what you're trying to get to. So when you see somebody that's younger than you, around about your age or younger than you, that passes away or dies, it is sad because that's the youth. That's the youth. There are all the people that's under you that you are dependent, that you are counting on, that you're trying to train and teach, and hopefully they'll do right so you can live and say, hey, when you leave this earth, you can say, hey, I may have did some throwed out stuff when I was young, but the older I got, I try my best to help the world and reach out to the youth. And when somebody young die of like something like this, who knows what it is, but like I say, speculation is, fill in the blank, or they die of like health issues, or die of homicide. It's like, man, why couldn't that person just live long enough to see that it's a different way, that's not going to work? Why they couldn't see all the people around them that have suffered from these same issues and these problems? Why they couldn't say, hey, let me change my life? But anyway, but hey, like I say, people die every day. So, but anyway, tell me what you think about this story, man. Hey, y'all, leave your comments below and share them with the world. Hey, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. All 4 ways cost you, nothing but maybe a couple minutes out your day. But, today, just for this story, just prefer, you know what I'm saying? Just, leave your comments. Tell me any kind of stories you have, health concerns. You know what I'm saying? Hey, tell stories about how, you improved your health. You improved the way you live, the way you eat, things you did. You stopped doing drugs and alcohol and stuff, or maybe you lost somebody in this way. Hey, just leave a comment, give your testimony, tell your story. Maybe you'll reach somebody. Maybe you can reach somebody and get these youngins, on the right track. But with that being said, I'll leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.